Let me tell you about, a little more about the New Guinea stuff we were laying. We were in I think it
Show
was
us.
Zanzibar, New Guinea.
Okay.
Yeah, we were there,
Okay.
and the Japs, of course, they were all around that place. We were in there, and like was it? Trying to think what the heck we were doing. Zanzibar. That's Zanzibar, wasn't it? How did I say it?
Yep, Zanzibar.
Was it? You know, we were there, this was our jumping off point to go here. You know, and we were dug in there and occupying this part of it. And we were, had to contend with the Jap planes coming in there. And what they was doing, they were flying over us right here. We were taking pictures, and we tried to knock them out of the air, but we couldn't do it. This was at night too. Our fighters weren't flying that night, but we had our searchlights on those planes, and our aircraft went after them. They couldn't knock them out of the damn sky. They were going boom, 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 by millions of them. And they're just going right on through it like as if they wasn't there. So what the hell's going on? But anyways, they just bypassed us. But we our trips, we had a bunch of ships coming in there now, invasion ships. That we're going to invade Philippines. And that one night we were still in our bunks in the jungles there, and we heard music and everything else on the beach. We could hear it from the beach. Where the hell is this music coming from? This beats the hell out of me. We found out the daggone friggin' officers, they had a daggone neon hut out there, building, and they were having a prime time. They had nurses in there, they had a band, they had whiskey.
The Americans or the
The
Japanese?
Americans.
Oh gosh.
They were having a good time. We were out in our foxholes, and they waiting for old piss called Charley.
Yeah.
Piss called Charley was a plane that was always flew over at nighttime. Was checking us out. Every now and then they drop bombs on us and take off. Just to keep us awake. This is what they was doing. So one of our guys went over there at the Quinton hut, and they didn't know who. They didn't spot him or nothing. He went in there. He had a hand grenade. He took the top of it off, took the power out, and put it back in place. And he set the thing off, and he threw it inside the doggone Nissan hut there. Those officers and the guys in the band, and everybody seen it. They all tried to get out, jump out of windows. I don't know, but they couldn't get out the door because too many of them. They just jammed the door. You know, but they expected an explosion. Nothing exploded. Then they knew it says these doggone guys. The infantry guys they done it. You know. So they tried to investigate, tried to catch who it was. He says, oh, hell, nobody, none of our guys did anything like that. He said, well, who the hell would want to throw an anger down and kill our wonderful officers? Other than having a good time, you know, that they knew we were all pissed
What
off.
about the Navy guys who drove up in the Jeeps?
Oh, yeah, that's right after those rocket.
Oh, that was in the Philippines.
Yeah. We were up on our line, and all the bridges, we all staying there. We were on guard naturally. We were there. That was a line. If there's going to be any battles, it's going to be right there. And the Japs knew it. But here comes, we heard Jeep driving around out there. What the hell was that? We were looking in that direction, and we were looking for our. Well, these guys, they were looking. Who's driving around here? This is the front lines here. We looked. There's a doggone Navy Jeep with 3 Navy guys in there, or 4. They go, hey, what are you doing here? Say, he says, where's the front line? Where's the front? Looking for the front line here. I says, you're on it. That's what. That minute you turned real fast, I got the hell out of there. Idiots are looking for the front line. That's the good time that was having that day, I reckon. And here we were holding the line. But anyway, so, but up there in New Guinea there, on that Sanzapore, we were, like I was saying, they were investigating that, who threw that hand grenade. But it wasn't loaded. We told them what they're worried about. He said, well, it's the idea. They scared the hell out of those guys. But
Too bad.
but they loaded, I mean, it was, from here you can see ships all over. It's the biggest convoy I've ever seen in my life for an invasion. No, over here I'm talking about. There's all these ships out here. And ready for the invasion. That's when we sailed up here, and we wound up here and watched all that fireworks. And we just, all the infantry guys were all lined up on the troop ship looking at the goings on the beach. And nobody saying a word. Everything's going through a mind, you know. We're going to be hitting the beach. We're the first wave. And it's what's going to happen. They're all worried, all thinking about something. But we were watching the cruisers. We were watching the destroyers coming real close as they could to the shoreline. They were pumping our guns, boom, 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 to the beach. And then behind them came the rocket ships. And they rocket the whole dang gone thing over there. And behind us, those great big battleships with the 20-inch guns, they were firing like crazy. Boy, and every time they fired, the ship that was near us was the Mississippi. Every time he fired, that ship would go, ooh. Those guns would fire off, they go this way. They go backwards from the heavy loads, you know. And then word came that we're going to go in. They're ready, so I said, oh, okay. We wasn't joyful or nothing, you know. So the guy's making some cracks, you know, about going over the side. And I was thinking about home. Everybody was thinking about their home, you know. So I got us. It's our turn. So G Company, platoons and all that stuff ready. We went over the side, went down that doggone ropes. What do you call that damn thing? They're coming down off the side of the ship into the.
Those ladders.
Yeah, those ladders. You know, and we went in there, and you know, when we make a landing in these beaches, the boats come out. You know, they come out.
Yeah, I think they have a picture.
It's okay. They come out with the troops in them, and they rendezvous. You got 6th Division troops to be over here. The G Company they'd be over here. You know, and they would rendezvous.
Oh, they go to
Yeah.
calm the seas?
No, until we get all situated.
Oh, okay.
See, then the next bunch will be rendezvous, next bunch will be rendezvous, you see, bunch, all the way down the line. When they're all ready to go, they give the word. Then you watch the big old guns take off. Man, a bunch of, like crazy. And then we start moving in. And what was making me sick was the fact that the smoke from the engines.
That diesel.
The diesel smoke was making me sick, and all the rest of the guys were getting sick too. Some began to throw up and everything. And we started going in, and I said, holy crap, I wanted to throw up, but I couldn't because of that damn diesel smoke. So I told the guy, can you hurry this thing up, get on board, let's get on the doggone shore, let's get the hell out of this damn thing. You know, and this guy, the guy that was, what the hell they call him? well, the guy that was driving the boat, the sailor, you know, man, you guys don't want, you guys get off the ship here. I want you off this boat. The minute we hit the beach, I said, well, when I let that gate down, I said, I want you asses off this boat. You hear? And he was cussing and nervous, and he's nervous. How about us? If he's got to be nervous, we were shitting. I mean, we're the guys that's going to go in there. And all he has to do is just drop us off and get the hell out, you know. And he's telling us, you got to get off that ship fast, get off this boat fast. When I let that dang on gate down, I want you to move, get your ass moving. We looked at him like he was a nut, you know. Well, anyways, he did that. Before the last guy was off his boat, he started pulling away. Then the other guys got mad at him. They said, let's put a couple of shots in that dang old thing. No, so we started going, we dropped the water up to here. And we moved in there. We got some sniper fire and a couple of small arms fire, and they even dropped some mortars in on us. But we got in there all right. And once we hit the doggone beach, that's all we wanted. Then we know what the hell to do. You know, and that Navy guy, he was Coast Guard. He was a Coast Guard. He was driving that thing. He ain't never been in combat. That's what we found out. But he was swearing and cussing and everything else. He told us, get our asses off that boat just as fast as you can get the hell out. He said, you don't want to hang around there. But anyways, that's what it was. And when we hit the beach, we started moving inland there. We came across a big, wide, what do you call that dam? Rice paddies. We came across rice paddies. Well, we had water up to our ankles, and acre after acre of them. And then they had this damn, these, what do you call it, water buffaloes.
Oh.
They come charging at us. And Jordan went after Jordan. Jordan had his submachine gun. He started running. He said, what the hell am I running? Well, I'll get that. He let him have it. He got this whole dang on clipping to that doggone thing. And boom, he went down. He said, that'll teach you. And we started moving in there. And we finally got out of it. And we hit some barns. We caught a couple of Japs in there. Some rear action. We knocked the shit out of them. Their rear action. And we didn't eat for a long time, you know, and they had barrels full of that sugarcane stuff, you know, the molasses. They like sugar, man. We'd pick it up and eat it like crazy. Man, that was good, nice and sweet. Boy, it was real good. So, anyways, we got enough of that. And we started moving, and the first time we hit, I think, was San Fernando. I think it was. And we got in there, there was a rear guard action in there, we took care of them, we dispatched them real quick. We got rid of them buggers. But they wouldn't run, those Japs weren't running at us, they were coming at us. Instead of getting out of it, they were just coming at us. You know, want to keep us, that was their rear guard, that was their job. You know, but they don't last very long, because our fire department knocked them down. But as we went through this town, all the Filipinos were standing on the top of their automobiles, on the roofs of their houses. They had fences in there, brick fences. They were standing on there, all over the place, and they were singing "God Bless America" as our troops are coming through, you know. And you know, the infantry's marching alongside on both sides, in column of ducks, and the armor corps the armor was coming down. The tanks are moving down ahead of us, and all the heavy equipment, the caissons are coming through. That's artillery. They're coming through, and you know, when we heard "God Bless America," they were singing.
Make you cry, huh?
Yeah. We heard that, and we stuck our chest out. You know, we come in here, man, not as occupation troops. He come in as conquerors. That's what we come in there for. That's what they kept up telling us. Every time you take these lines, you're you're going there as conquerors. You know, not as liberators, you're a conqueror. Because that's all they know, these people. And we moved in there and took this town, and they come out and greeted us, and they were singing and everything else. And they brought chairs out for us to sit. You know, they brought us a bunch of stuff that for us to eat. I don't want to touch anything. You know, I don't know what the hell they had. And in fact, we were told not to eat anything, because you never know what the hell it is. But they were telling us how happy to have us there, and about the time we got there and all that crap, they were waiting on us. And they brought a couch. They brought couches out of their little adobes. Let's put them out in the doggone front yard for us to sit down. Well, we weren't afraid to. I don't know. I was afraid to sit because there's always a loose Jap running around.
Yeah.
You know. And no, we took care of them, and they brought stuff to us, and they let us sit down and relax. And the captain didn't say nothing, because they know we earned at least a sit down. We sat down, we looked dirty, we had beards, we had a ruffle across our laps, you know, and you look around, that's when they should have taken pictures. They seen how the American soldiers, we were mean looking. You get in combat, you're not kind. You're not. You get to be like an animal. And that's what turns you into an animal.
So where did you take your helmet off?
That was in,
Show me.
that was right about, what's this, it's Baffin Bay? Okay, in this area, right there.
That's where you took your helmet off?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what it was.
Or was it in the Philippines?
Huh?
Or was it in the Philippines?
No, wait a minute. I think, no, it was, yeah, I remember. We're on patrol, this was in Milne Bay. It was
Milne Bay?
Right here,
Oh, your first landing?
yeah,
No, I don't think so.
I'm pretty sure. Because when I came back from the hospital, no, it must have been New Guinea. That's what it was.
Here is New Guinea.
I mean, Philippines.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
I think it must have been in,
No, because we hit over here's our beach.
yeah.
We hit there.
But didn't you land here first?
No, we passed in through here.
Oh, okay.
See these those islands?
Uh-huh.
That's the ones they were worried about.
Uh-huh.
That's when they had the battle that night, but the troop ships were there. Our troop ship was there. And I'm glad we didn't get hit. You know.
So it was, what is that? Because I can't read that one.
Lagayan Gulf.
So that's where it happened?
Mhm.
Okay, so tell us.
Lagayan is where we made our beachhead. We stormed the shore there.
Okay, and so when you got out of the hospital, where were they?
Where was what?
Where was your group, your troopers?
When I got out of the hospital, they were in the Philippines. They were up in northern Philippines, up in the, what is this here? The Bay of Mullets. I was up in here, up in the mountains, right up in here, up in this part of it.
So that's where it happened?
Yeah.
Okay, so tell us about, this is important because Dad had a pretty severe head injury in the Philippines.
Yeah, but I can't remember where exactly, because
And went to the hospital for 3 weeks.
about 3 weeks.
And when he came
I
out,
was paralyzed from my hips on down. I had no feeling in my legs.
well, tell us from the beginning, tell us what happened.
Well, I was on patrol, and I didn't have my helmet on, and we're on patrol there, and we were coming through a coconut grove, and as we're moving through there, all of a sudden I went blank. and I had about 1/10 of a second before I passed out. And I figured I might have gotten shot or something, and I began to fade away. And even at a little time, I remembered my mother, my father, my brothers and sisters and everybody. And then everything went blank. I woke up in a hospital. And
Tell them where you were sitting.
where I was sitting,
Mm-hmm.
I remember now.
You were sitting under a tree.
Uh,
You were sitting under a coconut
Oh,
tree.
right, yeah, I had to be sent on the coconut trail. I sat, we came into camp, I come off patrol into camp, in the camp, and I didn't have my helmet on. And that's when,
He was sitting under a tree.
yeah, that's when he went black. 3 coconuts fell down, 2 great big ones, all at one time, and clobbered me. And I don't know what happened. In fact, as I fell on the ground, my buddy, Shorty Forthoffer, he said, "Get up, you bastard, you fool," because my eyes were open, and I was out. And he said, "Get up, you chicken shit, yeah, you fooling me, you can't fool me, you're playing dead. Get up, get up." He says, after a while, he's telling me later on, he said, "After a while, I realized that you was really out." He said, "I didn't know what the hell happened to you then." He said, "Scared me." And, I woke up at the, on the side there, the doctor took my boot off and he got a real sharp instrument and he pulled, he scraped the bottom of my foot. I didn't move. He said, "You don't feel that?" I said, "No, sir." And he tried the other foot, same thing, nothing. Then I told him, I said, "Doc," I said, "I can't move." He said, "You can't move at all?" I said, "I can't move my legs." I said, "I ain't got no feeling." So they took me to the hospital after that, right from there. Then they took me and the side there somewhere else, I don't know where it was at in the hospital. And they had some specialists in there looking me over, and they asked me, how do I feel, what's wrong, what is it? I said, "Doc," I says, I can't move, I'm paralyzed from my hips on down. From here and down, I can't feel a thing." I said, "I'm seeing double. I'm looking at you for a while, and then all of a sudden, I see 2 of you." And he said, "Okay." Then I got transferred to the hospital ship, and they will take me to Biak, another island where the what do you call, major hospital was at, General Hospital. They say when you go there, the General Hospital, they'll send you to the States. I go home. So I'm in a hospital ship heading towards Biak, and the ship was lit up like a Christmas tree. And a Red Cross sign alongside the white part of the ship, Red Cross sign up on top. And they said, "You believe the Japs are going to let us go because they see a Red Cross?" We were all talking, all the GIs. He said, "Hell no." He said, "Do something. I said, shut the lights off, we're on." Every time we heard a motor, a plane, man, everybody started shaking. So, they stopped bombing this ship. But it was our planes keeping an eye on us. You know, they was guarding us. And they said that they had submarines, our own subs, looking after us, and the DEs were after us, looking at us.
The destroy
escort.
Oh, destroys.
You know, they were looking at over us. And they got us in there safe, and we went to the hospital, and what they'd done, that pissed me off. They if you wasn't, what do you call, circumcised, they were doing it to you. I said, "What the hell?" I started hiding then. Let's get the hell out of my life. This guy in the bed next to me, he was at the 100th, what the hell, paratrooper. He was a paratrooper. I'm jumping on the friggin' planes and all that stuff. They want me to do this. They were crazy. But they got him. He's over moaning and groaning,
Oh, man.
all bandaged up and everything. I said, man, they miss me.
So tell us how long you were in hospital.
I was 3 weeks in the hospital.
And
And-
how did you learn to walk again?
Well, I was laying there, I started getting my feeling back, all except my foot. That one there was a very, very last, well, a stubborn one. And at the time the doctor come by, he told me, he says, how's your toe, how's your foot, can you move it? I says, no, I tried it. I said, no, doc, I can't. He says, he's a cusser. I mean, stutter, yeah. He says, I said, what? He said, you better, huh? He said, you better move that foot before it starts to get paralyzed for real. I couldn't take that doctor for long. And Dr. Sunday, he's a good doctor though. I'll never forget his name. And he come back the next day, and same thing all over again. And the next day, same thing all over again. So finally, after about a week or so, he's walking down the aisle here along our beds. He got way down there. I'm screaming, hey doc, 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 hey doc! He come running over to me. What's the matter? What's the matter? What's wrong? I said, I moved my foot. He said, you what? I moved my foot. He said, good. Keep it up. He said, keep it up. Don't let us stay idle. I said, okay, doc. Now all day I'm like this, trying to keep it from getting paralyzed. So what I've done after a while, after about another day or two, they want to discharge me. General MacArthur says anybody that can walk is going to have to go back to the line. I said, what? He says, you're going to have to go back. He says, you're being discharged. I said, oh shit. So I got my stuff ready. I was able to walk then, But
So were you on the ship the whole time?
no, I was in a hospital.
On the hospital ship?
No, I was in a hospital ship when I got to BIAC. After BIAC, when I got to BIAC, they took me to the hospital
Oh, on land,
at the end of the trip. Then from there, they flew me back to my company. But anyways, they discharged me and everything else, and I got my stuff together, and they put me in a transit camp. Well, I've been in transit camp for about a week. And I told him, I said, what's going on? You guys forgot me? What's your name? Looking at the roster. Oh, your name is not on here. I said, oh shit, I should have kept my mouth shut. So they put my name on the roster. A day later, there's a plane waiting for me. They wait for me. Go back to the old outfit. Well, so I went back to the outfit, and we stayed there a while. And I told her, no. Oh yeah, then I come down with malaria. I came down with malaria. I came down with malaria before I went back. That's what it was. Gotta get my scene straighter. But I told them I had a temperature of 106, and they had a bunch of guys, bunch of GIs all lined up on the ground, and I was laying down there too because I couldn't see with the damn. I was dizzy and everything else. And when the medic came around, he took my temperature, and he jumped up. He got scared, and he's hollering at the guys to pick me up and take me straight to the hospital. Back in the hospital. So I went back to the hospital, and man alive, I thought I died. I was dying. I couldn't hear the doggone doctor talking to me. I couldn't hear the nurses talking to me. I couldn't hear anybody talking to me. I seen their lips moving, their jaws moving, but I was gone. And I thought I was going to die. They took all my clothes off me, and it gave me sponge baths with ice and alcohol, try to revive me. And they kept it up, and they kept it up. Then all of a sudden I shook so much I couldn't even see straight. Then they piled blankets on me, wham, 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 wham. And I was covered with blankets. And they kept on giving me a shot about something, I don't know what it was. All this medicine. Then about maybe, I'd say about 3 or 4 days, the medicine started taking effect. I started feeling better. And I finally got my senses back. And the nurse was telling me, she says, you know, we thought you were gone. We thought we thought you wouldn't be able to make it, but you did. You had the fighting spirit. I said, yeah, it's because I'm running from the Japs. She laughed. Oh, I'll tell you about the time when they first took me to the hospital. I had such a bad headache, so bad. I'm not ashamed to say I was almost crying. It hurt so bad. So I'm sitting in a bed like this, and the nurse is sitting next to me. She says she had to stay with me for 24 hours. She had that damn thing on my arm and everything, and she knows I was crying. Tears coming out my eyes. It was hurting so bad that she felt sorry for me. She was a nice looking girl. She must have been about 21. She laid her head against me like that, and she had a nice soft bosom. Oh, she put mine on hers. That's what it was. It was a soft pillow there. She was nice. She kept on stroking my head and my face and everything else, and she felt so sorry for me because I was crying, I think, because my cheeks were wet and then I was crying because it hurt so bad. I couldn't see straight. That's how bad it was, from a skull fracture. Boy, that hurt. And she grabbed the hole and she put me against her bosom again. It held me tight. That helped a little bit. I told her later, and she laughed. Oh, she says anything for a GI. Oh, she's all right.